Hi, Facebook Live, card and a cuppa. Got my cuppa. We got yours? Let me just make sure I've got it coming up on my laptop. I won't be a moment. And it says I'm live. Just can't see it yet. Ah, there we go. Let me make it bigger, and I'll turn the sound down. Okay. Hi, Anna Louise. Sorry you missed out on a spot for tomorrow's class. Sorry about that. As I said, I think it was because it's the first in-person class since lockdown, and I've got 5 ladies sort of straight away. So, but yeah, I'll be putting my next classes up. I'll be working on that over the weekend and putting up my next lot of classes and everything. So that will be good. Now, today in Facebook, in card and a cuppa, got my cuppa. Hope you've got yours. I'll just get rid of that message. Got my cuppa. Oh. I don't think the weather knows what it's doing today, so I've got my blind up because there's no sunshine, but you never know. It might decide to poke through, although it looks pretty cloudy. Okay, today we're going to play with the Sweet Little Stockings bundle out of the mini catalogue. I've had a play with that before, but I haven't played with it for a while, so I wanted to have another play with it. It's such a cute suite, and the designer series. Oh, I am so sorry. If I had a bigger space for my card classes, it'd be okay, but not to worry. And I'm pretty sure you've got this suite, so oh no, we're not doing this tomorrow. What an idiot. Anyway, this is the one we're playing with today because I really like it. It's so cute and lots of things you can do with it, and the designer series paper is really good too. So we shall put the phone up into the holder and hopefully I won't drop it. And we'll get started. So bear with me for a second. I'll turn it around. That's it. I've got to avoid the buttons on my phone as well. Sometimes I cancel it out and all things go, oh, funny. Now, can everybody see that? I'm still trying to work out the best place for my stand. But I think that's pretty good. I'll bring that over there. Yep, I think that's not too bad. I'll see if I can zoom in a little bit. No, I can't seem to zoom in. Okay, let's just leave it alone. We don't want to ruin anything. I'll turn my light on. Okay, so as I said, I'll bring it forward a little bit. That's better, I think. Okay, so we're going to have a play with the Sweet Stockings Suite. So the stamp set and dies are called Sweet Little Stockings. So that comes as a bundle. Actually, I don't think it does come as a bundle 10% off. No, I don't think it does. The whole suite. You can get the whole suite for, I think, a little bit cheaper. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to have a play with this today, so it's really cute. I really love it. So put that over here, and I shall grab the stamp set and the dies and the paper. The paper's really gorgeous. As you can see, I've chopped into it quite a bit. So you've got paper with like a Labrador or a Golden Retriever all wrapped up in lights, a cat jumping out of a box. You've got this one with the grumpy looking cat and this dog. I'm not quite sure what sort of dog that one is, but they're also cute. And then you've got a page with all the lights and this nice pool party just check. You've got stockings that the dies match to cut out. So if I move that, So you've got the dies, so you can stamp the stockings, or you can just cut out from the designer series paper. So if you stamp the stockings, you've got to colour them in. So I've got this as 2 packs of paper combined. Then you've got this one, which is a whole lot of little dogs and cats and hamsters jumping out of the stockings. I've seen on Pinterest a card using that piece as the focal point, so I thought I might make that card up later today. And then you've got the corgis and a pussycat and a fish bowl, and just stripes with, and the colours are Old Olive and Cherry Cobbler in this suite, as well as Pool Party, but the traditional colours for Christmas. So it's such a cute suite, and of course the back pages are quite, when I say neutral, you could put them on any kind of card. They're not just Christmas, the back of the papers. So that's really good because it's versatile. You don't have to use the rest of the pack. If you use some up for Christmas and then have leftovers and you want to make other cards, well, you can use the back of the paper. That would be good for baby cards. So the DSP is really, really cute. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. There's also the Jolly Felt. So I've used a little bit of it, but not a lot. I cut it out with the dies. It does cut out with the dies. I'll show you the card I made with the Jolly Felt. I wasn't too happy with how the white felt glued down, so the other colours were fine, but the white felt I wasn't real happy with. And also, they're in here somewhere. I know they're in here. Are they? These are the matte decorative dots, which I've pretty much hacked into because I did an online class with that while we were in lockdown. So that's all I've got left of the dots, but that's okay. You can always order more. So I shall put the felt on the paper down, and I will show you some of the things I've made with it. I made this decoration, and I can't remember what it was called. Well, I'll have to look it up. I don't think it was quite the right paper to make this decoration with. You need, because you can't, it was too busy with the animals on it. But it turned out okay, but it would be better with plainer paper, I think. But that's okay. This is the one I made with the felt. So I cut the little felt bits out with the die cut. So using those, that's the top of the stocking, and these are the toes and the heel. And see how the white felt has gone sort of a bit, I don't know, stained. I don't think you can see it on the camera. Anyway, just looked a bit dirty or something. So the glue didn't really work underneath the white felt, but the other colours were perfectly fine. So that was one card I made. This one I cased directly from the catalogue. Using the tag. This one was cutting out animals off the designer series paper. This one was, I think, also a case from the catalogue. Where's my catalogue? To have a look. I made them sort of the first week, I think, in lockdown. So that seems to be a while ago. Okay, so it's similar, yes. I did similar to that one, except I did 3 dogs. This is the other one that I cased from the catalogue. Kind of cased, not really. I think I cased that one off Pinterest from Sumoy, I think. Here's the golden retriever all wrapped up. And this is a spinner card with the spinner dies. Now, I can't spin it very well because I have no fingernails. So I'll just get a sharp utensil to... So you have to stamp this before you put it together. So that's a spinner card, and I just cut the animals out for that. So that's what I've made so far with this set. And as I said, that was sort of at the beginning of lockdown, and I just wanted to have another play with it today. So I am going to do that. So I'll just put all this back together. Okay, so we'll move that out of the way. So today we're going to make a card and a tag. I'll put my little decoration back up on my stand. I'm going to make a card and a tag. So I've got things, a lot of the things I've already pre-cut just to save a bit of time. And I'll have to stamp a few things and cut them with the mini emboss machine once we get going. So I've also used today the scalloped contour dies for this background piece. So I've used this one. So they're a nice bunch of dies to have for layering. And the tag comes out of the Sweet Stockings. And for this tag, I've cut a piece of thick Whisper White, and I've the same in the material just to make it a little bit firmer. And this little piece was cut from the Stitch So Sweetly dies. So I've also used those. So let's put that aside for the moment, and we'll start layering things up. I'll get my little silicone mat, and I'll get my glue. So I hope everyone's keeping well now that we're out and about a bit more. We haven't ventured too far, but I've got my first what a twat. I've got my first in-person class tomorrow afternoon after 4 months. So that'll be good. That'll be nice to see everybody. I think my puppy dog's really excited. She's missed the ladies coming to card class. So weather permitting, I'm going to hold that outside under my big umbrella in our courtyard. So hopefully that will be okay. If not, it'll be inside. But I thought if people are uncomfortable, we'll do it outside. So that's going to go there. But before I do that, got my tag. Where's my stamp set? Helps if I've got my stamp set. So I've cut 3 stockings out of the designer series paper so I don't have to colour them in. And I thought I'd use this one because it's got a little bit of the ties the pool party in. So I thought I'd do that. I'm going to put that up like that. But I thought I'd have... I can't pick anything up. As I said, I have no fingernails. I thought I would stamp some little candy canes. Now, candy cane will go on that. And some little presents. I've got another smaller one, haven't I? Yes, here we go. Okay. So, let me just check. I think I need 2 candy canes and 1 present. So, we'll just 2 candy canes. So, we'll have to colour a little bit. Do a little tiny bit of colouring. And while I'm at it, I'm going to cut out for the stocking on the tag. I thought I'd do a little doggy. So it's a bit fun just sort of playing and creating. I bought too much cardstock. I don't need all that. Make sure it's still in view. There we go. So at the moment, that's all the stamping that we're going to do. I'll clean my doggy. And there's not too much colouring. So I shall colour now. So I'll just get my blend. So as I said, it's cherry cobbler. That's light. I think I want dark. And I'll probably want crumb cake for the doggy. And we'll just start with the candy canes. You know what? I'm going to use the other end because I think that end is a little bit squashed. And I won't be able to stay inside the lines as easily. That's that one. I'll do this one, the reverse. If you haven't tried using these blends, they're lovely. I hope you can get to try them. If you come to any of my classes, you can try them there if we've got colouring in to do. They're just lovely to use. You just don't press too hard on this end because that gets damaged quite easily. Now on this present, I think I'll use Pool Party. Pretty sure I've got Pool Party. Yes, start Pool Party. Let's try it out. I'll go to this end. Lack of use. So they are consumables. You do have to replace them after a while. And you don't tend to notice until you go to use them which ones are the ones that need replacing. So I will definitely add these, the Pool Party ones, to my next order. So I've got a nice batch. Okay, so that's Pool Party. What other colour could I use? What's this? Flirty Flamingo. That's not one of the colours in the paper, but it's nice to have a little bit of a variant. So I'm guessing everybody's had their hair cut and done all that. I haven't, not yet. I'm still waiting. I'm a bit nervous to go and get my hair cut. No, I'm not. Did that stop? Okay, yeah. Sorry guys, I just had a phone call come in, so I've just cancelled it. I'll ring them back in a minute. Okay. So that's our present done, and the doggy. Oops. And the doggy. Let's just do the doggy. I think I'll just do him all in crumb cake, dark crumb cake. Looks a bit like a beagle to me. We had a beautiful beagle. So not too much colouring that you've got to sit through. And if you do go outside the lines with your colouring, if you just do a little bit of a outside of the lines, there is a colour lifter. It will be your best friend. So I've gone outside just here. And I'm just going to lift that colour off. There we go. So I'll just pop these back in here. I won't put them away completely because I want to make a note about my Pool Party one. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my little emboss machine. And get the dies. Come on. So I'm going to secure these down with a little bit of tape. Now you could fussy cut these out, and I have done that. We'll do that one, and this little square present, we can do that at the same time. And the dog, this is the dog, and the paws go this way. And last piece of tape, don't know how much sticky's left on that one. There we go, so we'll just run that through. Move that out of the way because I want to just pop these out. And I have to cut my other candy cane. I might have not lined my dog up. I might have to do a little bit of trimming. Yes, I think I will. It's okay. I'll put those in the bin. I'll keep one. And I'll just bring my machine back. Oops. Back in to cut that last candy cane. Oh, there's the stickies. There they are. There we go, just to keep my die in place. Wind it through. And that's all the die cutting we're going to do because we've already done all the rest. So I'll straighten myself back up. It's a bit hard to get out. There we go. So okay, I'll put my little scrap aside and my stamps. Okay, so I like to decorate the front of my do all that and then put it onto my card base. That's what I like to do. So I am going to put it a bit. I'm just going to see how this is going to work. It's very hot today. It's 31, my computer's telling me. Whew. Very muggy. So I think what I'll do is I'll attach my stocking with the dimensionals first. And I might use small dimensionals at the top so I can poke things in. Sometimes that will help. I shall use this one here. Okay, so let's start with that. Oh, come on, get off. Okay, so put that on a bit of an angle. There we go. That dog is going over there. And then I'll get my little snail. Actually, I might put the present in first. Have it sticking out on an angle. There we go. And then the candy canes. There we go. Oops. Did I get any down there? There we go. There we go. Now, I think I will put my tag down flat and I will pop this. So you can tell I'm sort of making it up as I go. And I shall center that. Just center it with my eyeballs. There we go. And make sure this is nice and so I shall pop this up. I need to get some more dimensionals out of my drawer. But for the moment, I will just use the scraps. So don't forget to use the scraps of the dimensionals around your cards when you're putting them on. Nobody can see them. Nobody knows they're just the offcuts of the side part. And that gets more value out of your dimensionals. You get more bang for your buck. And I'm all about that. Okay, so I'm just sort of putting it on with an equal space top and bottom. Don't want to lose my doggy. Put him there. Okay, so now I'm going to add a few of these. There's one that's jumped off, so I'll grab him and put him there. So these come in cherry cobbler, bumblebee, old olive, and what was that one? Can't be pool party, it's too dark. But you never know what they decide is pool party. That's that one, and I'll put a big one up in this corner. And then I'll come back and do a greeting on that. We'll do our tag next. Get rid of those out of the way. So as I said, I might have to just fussy cut a little bit of the doggy because I didn't have him cut out. I didn't have him lined up in my die very well. So if you line him up okay, he cuts out perfectly. It's just silly old me who didn't line him up very well. Evening evergreen, is that what they are, Anna Louise? So are these evening evergreen? No. Could be, but they don't look like pool party. Just trim my little doggy up so he looks a bit nicer. Okay, so because I'm trying to make them a matching set, I want to, first of all, let's just glue this all together and then we'll choose the stocking. You could glue your paper onto your cardstock first and then cut it out. I didn't think of that. I always like to make more work for myself. Silly me. Okay, so we've done that. Now which stocking? I think I like the one with ties in the cherry cobbler. I'll use that on something else. So I'm going to, let me just see what I'm going to do. That's not right. I've got this little one to do. Oh, goodness gracious. So let me see. I think there are two and a from. There is. In here. So I shall pop my doggy back in and my candy cane back in. Here's the two. Goodness, it's tiny. And the from. He's not quite so tiny, so I shall get my black back out. look at that. That's how you get ink onto your project. So I'm just going to practice on my scrap paper. Hey, that's all right. So I've got to work out where I put, oh, far out. Okay, so if I put him down like that, I can put my to and from. Make sure it's still hooked up. Yes. To. And make sure my from is straight on my block. That will help a little bit. It's not straight on my block, so I'll have to try and straighten it when I stamp it. From. I'm going to put it up here. Or I'm going to put it down here. That will do. Okay. So if I put my stocking on with dimensionals, that would mean I'd have to put him on with dimensionals too. I think I want my stocking flat. Such a cute sweet. And I shall put puppy dog up on a dimensional. Poking out. Cute. He's so cute. Now I've got to put this on. So will I do that flat or? No, I'm going to do that on dimensionals and I'm going to punch a hole. So there we go. I might put one in the middle too. I tend to put more on when it's the scraps to use them up. Okay, so I'm going to go down a little bit lower. So I've got room for a hole. I wonder if I should put my hole in first. Yes, that probably would be a good idea, Denise. So I've got this retired trio punch that you can use. Like you can use your retired stuff, or you could use your old crocodile. That would work. Aha. Okay, now I can put this on without the extra bits. And I'm going to put him down low so I've got room for my ribbon. And this is the ribbon that matches. So I'm going to always go with a little bit more. It's sort of better to do that. And I'm just going to thread it through and poke the loose ends through, and then that puts the nice looking knot on the front. If you do go from the front to the back, you get the nice looking knot. You don't get that. So that's that done. And now I've just got to do a greeting on my card. So let's see. I don't want to do it in Memento. I'm going to do it in Pool Party. That's a matching gift tag. And where's some white? Here it is. So let's see what I just want like something little, like very merry. Get rid of the from. But there's all sorts of other die cuts you can do. You can put a little bow on it, which I might add after we've finished. I might just add a few more things just to finish things off. What's that look like? Well, that's very light. Maybe I'll go old olive. Yes, I think I'll go old olive because that's not very visible. So change of plans. And I'm going to use the retired oval punch because I haven't bought a new one yet, and I must do that. That can be another thing that goes on my next list. There we go. And I am going to dauber the edges with Pool Party. So I found a few things I need to put on my next order. Pool Party, is that one? Yes. And I'm just going to go around the edges just to soften it. There we go. And shall I put that on dimensionals as well? Where did my... Here they go, the scraps. Yeah, I think I will. So we've used up a few dimensionals off our scraps, out of our scraps. Oops. Seem to be all fingers and thumbs today. I don't know why. Hope that improves. I've got to cut out my class for tomorrow. There we go. I don't think I'll put any dots on that one. So let's just tidy up a little bit. Get rid of that. So that's our card and a cuppa today. Using the Stitch So Sweetly dies. Yes. And the scalloped contour dies and the Sweet Little Stockings stamp set and dies. Such a cute stamp set. I really, really like it. And yeah, you can use this as a tag. Punch a hole in it and you've got a tag. So I hope you've enjoyed watching that or watching the replay, whatever you get to do. And I hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for joining me. Bye.